Hey, what's up, everybody? Just some extended footage of the Cape Coral, Florida Police Department. Sometimes I go live and then I've got another camera going, different angles. So hopefully this looks a little better on some of the areas that we looked over. Almost 6 o'clock. It's October 18th, Friday. It's Friday, y'all. I don't know what it is, but I actually really like this statue. I don't think I've ever actually admitted that on any of my videos, or nor have I talked shit about it other than it's kind of cool. But at least the kid's not wearing a gun. If you get this view just right, the flag's actually never been that low for me on this thing, so it kind of looks cool in the background. You can see it's half mast. Boy, I wish I was 7 foot tall. So guys, this is extended footage of the Cape Coral, Florida Police Department. Sorry for the finger here. Give me just a second, guys. Readjusting the lens. Alright, so I can't, you never know how them live feeds are going to come out sometimes. Most of the time they're actually pretty clear here, but I like to back it up here with just the straight HD. And on these videos, and especially a lot of these guys that are still learning, I use that an app called Action Director, and you can do all kind of cool stuff, and put your intros in there and music and edit it out and shorten it up, all that good stuff. And it's a free app. I don't think you can get it in the App Store. You gotta go to Google and type it in. Should be an APK somewhere if you're using it on your phone. But yeah, I love that thing. It's got a lot of custom presets in there. I think you can actually straight up, yeah, you can straight up record from it too and sit there and tweak it as you're recording stuff like this. So Action Director, anybody's looking for something that's very, you know, real simple interface to use and real simple to figure out. I think they got like a little help tab or something on it. Surprised we got a bunch of those burrowing owls here in Cape Coral, and there's these little crosses and stuff over here, those stakes they got in the ground. You usually see them out there chilling. Ugh, I got that damn "It's Finally Friday" song in my head. If you've heard it on the radio. It's finally Friday. Damn it. I will say again, you know, out here at Cape Coral, the police department here, it's right off Culture Park, the only one. You know, for the most part, other than the one that I'll keep bringing up, you know, Panky, Officer Panky, he's the only one that's been an asshole with the whole post office deal a while back, 6-7 months ago. You know, and you know, I hope he realizes by now what all of his mistakes were. You know, there's a lot of criticizing comments in there about his weight and him being gay or whatever. But you know, I don't really judge people like that. You know, so I don't want him to think that I'm the one. You know, you can look at all the comments and you know I'll laugh and like people's comments, but you know, I don't really go that far. There is an issue in the U.S. with officers committing suicide, and especially in New York. I think it's the top of the list right now, which is pretty sad. Because you never know. I mean, those could be real good officers if they're not, you know, guilty of something, and that's why they're doing it. You know, if their reasons or just because they're not getting there's no department at the police station or any kind of help for them to actually talk to somebody. Maybe the station guidance counselor or whatever you would call them, maybe that's not enough. I don't think it's enough. You know, anybody that carries a gun and is within the law of being able to shoot somebody and you know handcuff them and detain them and everything like that, you know, there definitely needs to be mental screenings and help out there. Not calling them all crazy, but you know, if the time comes, you do need the help. You know what I mean? He was looking hard. It's okay. Nothing back there you can't see on Google. Or see from your own parking lot. like I was saying a little bit earlier, I've been out here a while. This is just extra footage. Um, I've seen a lot of people come and go, and I hadn't had any issues. Even when I was downtown a couple weeks back, or a couple months back, where they had somebody pulled over at the Cape Coral downtown. The officers where I stood back, about a good 20 feet when I know I could have been, within 10 feet. And I stood back about 20, 25 feet, minding my business, and recorded the whole thing, and got some dirty looks at the beginning, but nobody said anything. Every one of them out there passed. I didn't have any issues with the officers. It's just, there's something with these, cameras that just brings a whole different side out of them. Especially, when you work for the public, and you're supposed to be cordial and professional, and it doesn't hurt to wave or say hi, and that's your job. And you sit there and argue with that. No, that's part of that oath. If you just read them damn words and swore to it and didn't actually study it word for word of what each word means, and then the oath you took for the public, start doing more stuff. Some of these officers understand that and they got it, but these other ones, you're fucking ruining it for the good officers, because the good officers end up getting caught up in the middle of shit that you did, and that was illegal, and now they all think that they're all bad. And it's a chain reaction. The ones that you see that are doing good are the ones you hear about out there that, seen a kid out there by himself with a basketball and shot some hoops, and, just out there in the community doing something. Not just there for a photo moment or whatever, just out there doing it out of the goodness of their heart, and they're doing it for their badge, for that oath. And I mean, if officers would listen to this, and try to conform the best you can. If you can't do that, the little things that I just said, then do not work there just for a paycheck, because a lot of you are there for just a fucking paycheck. And I know anybody that's had a cop in their family, or around cops a lot, they're not the cops are not out there. If they say they are, that's bullshit. Everybody's out here working for a paycheck. But when you become an officer, this image of you, being that person, that knight in shining armor, or that hero, or helping somebody out that's in distress, and that's the kind of shit that's getting out of people's heads now. It's not in their vocabulary anymore. They don't, and especially the newer generation, because the generation that you started it doing it to didn't get to explain it to the newer generation, because it all went away. So the only thing that the generation that's probably around my age, or the 40s, or maybe even 50-year-olds, they're repeating the stories of, oh yeah, this happened here with Rodney King, and this happened here with, here in Florida, or this cop beat the shit out of somebody, or took their life, or a kid, or that's the kind of damn stories that are spreaded around, even though you don't live in that city. It's that blue line that you see on most of their license plates and their windows, that little sticker, or the blue line going across their badge. You're identifying with every officer in the world, or every officer in the United States. I'm not sure if the blue line is overseas, but you're identifying with them, even the bad ones. How can you put the shit on? And a lot of them will tell me, oh, it's for fallen officers. Well, there's other ways you can remember fallen officers. I mean, there's little plaques, and there's things you can put on the wall, but identifying the way that people are looking at the blue line now is they're looking at it as a gang symbol. You guys are, you got the guns, You got the money, you got the drugs, you got the transportation, you got all the highways, you could get martial law, you got all the cards. So, and then you go, instead of us just knowing that we've known for years since the Western days and even before that, oh, that shiny badge means it's a lawman. No, you got to throw a damn blue line into it. And it's not confusing people. It's people are saying, they see the blue line and immediately, even if you're not a cop, and I don't know why in the hell you would do it anyway and get one of them stickers and put it on your car and just to, I guess, get out of a ticket or whatever. It's just get rid of it. Stop the blue line. I think I've seen maybe one or two of these vehicles out here that's got that damn blue line on the front of their car on the plate. Get rid of it. Why? I mean, you don't need it. An officer falls, the community, the families and community just outpour with nothing but help and everything, and everything doesn't have to be wrapped around that blue line. Just, I guess this video is more for the actual police officers, especially here in Cape Coral, Florida, and other ones that hopefully it gets out to Lee County, all of Lee County, any law enforcement. Auditors are not out here to bait you, or even if they were, you still got to give them a chance to prove that's what they're doing, and that's not what's happening. You guys are just jumping on our shit and trying to find disorderly conduct, and you're just immediately trying to go, oh God, this guy knows his rights. He's got to go to jail. And in the situations like the post office where the officer, anybody and everybody that's seen that damn video will tell you, he did not have my side whatsoever. He did not care. You could tell in his body language and expression that he did not give a shit what my side of the story was. And luckily for him, he was training people, or I think those were trainees, and they get to learn that shit. And hopefully they don't, they learned that somebody told them that ain't the right way to do it. There's so many ways, and that causes hate, and that's what I look as an officer doing. You're baiting the auditor by saying you're trying to escalate the situation by saying crap like that. No reason. So we won't take that shit anymore. The community's starting to stand up more and more. Everybody will pick up their phone or camera and record your ass now. If you're good or you're bad, it doesn't matter. You're an officer, you're a citizen, everything is being recorded. But now the difference is it's not going through a computer or a DVD or a DVR. It's somebody holding it in their hand that can interact with you and, see if that, they can express their rights. And it's your job to obey those rights. And then even educate. But hopefully one day everybody will wake up. I truly believe that this police station right here in Cape Coral is on its way up as far as excellence on, the simple constitutional rights, the First, Second Amendment, First Amendment. But mainly, what we're practicing right now, the First Amendment. But, again, on a note on all my videos, every one of them since the beginning, I do not hate police. I don't hate law enforcement. So, there's a lot of you out there that think that, but, you get a bad taste in your mouth because, an altercation went on with one of your other officers that you weren't even there, and you don't know he's lying. You're just taking his word because he's your blue line brother. You know what I'm saying? Both parties should, be treated equally. And I'm not out there to slander police or make you look bad or anything. You make yourself look bad, especially when you just keep passing somebody out here that's, learning, you know, could be learning about your police station, or just confused on something and recording, and you can't even come up and say, hey, how you doing? You having a good day, sir? Word to your mother, anything like that. But anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all watching my videos, and I really appreciate you guys supporting me. I will be getting out there more and more, and the quality of the audio and video will get even better and better. Just, you know, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you don't mind, and share the video around as much as you want. You know, we need more subscribers out here. Well, we need, you know, everybody's already aware of First Amendment audits, but not enough. Everybody needs to feel comfortable picking up that camera and recording. So anyway, from Cape Coral, Florida, I appreciate it, everybody. This is Audits of Freedom. Oh, wait a minute, just about to sign off, and I want to cross the road here, but got another officer coming in. Could have made that yesterday. I hope you're not on your laptop, sir. Female officer. Might be I don't know how many female officers they have working here. I know the few that I've ran into have been wonderful. Very few, unless, you know, I'm just coming at weird times, but the couple I've, you know, met out here in the middle of the night, 1, 2 in the morning, they've been pretty damn cool. So, alright guys, I'm really getting off here this time. I appreciate everybody. Y'all have a good night.